Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the new expansion festival. Here's a pretty simple Frost DK build for you guys. It's been pretty effective for me. I think I'm like 10 and 2 with it, so you will get a loss here or there, but for the most part, it's a pretty awesome deck. It's pretty standard too. Not much is updated from the last expansion, but I'll just go over it real quick for you. So that's pretty standard. It freezes all the guys, does 5 damage. Typically, I like to do that to the hero, freeze all their minions, and then it also gives you a 5/5 minion. So it's pretty handy. Definitely, if you can get that, like mid to late game, it can be the big KO blow. Really, turn the tides with that card. Um, this one's definitely very handy because all you have is frost spells in here. So no matter what, you're gonna draw 2 frost spells. And it's a nice AoE to get all their minions, especially if you're playing someone with a bunch of little ones. Hopefully you can get them before they buff them up, like Unholy DK or Totem Shannon. Um, this guy's also very handy. Put him out. You just got to make sure you got the corpses. That's a mistake that I've made and I've seen other people make, is they lay a card out without looking at their corpses to make sure you have enough. So ideally you want 5 so you can deal the 10 damage, but there are them situationals where maybe you just need to deal the 2 or 4 or whatever, and you can pop it out. This guy's obviously pretty handy. He's reborn. He deals 2 damage on when you put him out. That's his battle cry, and then when he dies, so he actually ends up dealing 6 damage. Definitely handy. The school teacher is pretty much a must in most decks because you can discover a spell and it could be anything for your class. So it could even be a blood spell that you don't technically have the runes for, but it'll let you use them anyways. So school teachers are always very handy. Even if you don't go with this complete build, I would recommend always keeping that school teacher. Pretty standard here. On the battle cry, it freezes up to 3. So if there's more than that, don't plan on it freezing the whole field like the Fury does. But pretty basic. Just make sure you got as many corpses as you want to freeze. Construct quarter, it's nothing new there. Destroy a minion. Typically be your hero power minion, but sometimes you might want to destroy an egg or something. This guy's just like the school teacher, except if you can get it where you had an undead died after your last turn, then that's ideal. It'll like actually have a yellow border around it, like glowing, to let you know that that proc is ready. And typically that's when you want to cast it, because you could get some spells for free, or even a 5 cast for 3 or whatever. It's 2 less, so it's pretty huge. Now this is a new card. The finale is really not that complicated once you learn it. You just got to make sure that you spend all the mana when you play this card. So say you had 6 mana, you would want to play a 3 cost and then play him. So you want to make sure that he uses the last 3 of your mana, and then that'll work on the finale. This card will also glow in your hand while it's procced and ready to go. Chill Baron, nothing new there. Helps you get through your deck. More cards faster is ideal because hopefully you can find that card you're looking for. The Frost Strike is huge in my opinion because discovery is always a plus. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes it's minions, sometimes it's spells. It's a whole variety of thing. Obviously, it's just the Frost Rune, but it's still very handy nonetheless. The Skeletal Sidekick is pretty much self-explanatory. He's nothing new from last expansion, and same with the Egg. A nice, first, second play are these two. Get your Egg out on the first play, and then go ahead and give him attack on the next play. And then if you have a weapon too, the 1-cost weapon at least. Or you could even work around with the Arms Dealer. The Arms Dealer, though, seems to get a lot of attention. People like to drop him quick, which understandably. So you don't want to really play your Arms Dealer turn 1, because from my experience, if you do that, about 50 to maybe even higher than that, like 70% of the time, they'll use their coin and kill it, so that you never get the the one attack for summoning an undead. The weapon, you can put it on turn 1 if you want. I have many times. I wouldn't suggest just attacking the hero unless you just want to get the numbers going, but ideally attack a minion. That way you get kind of like 2 attacks out of it, because if you attack the minion, it'll deal 2 damage to them. And you don't have to kill the minion, so that's always a plus. The arms dealer we kind of already went over, but it gives you 1 attack every time you summon an undead. Or, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. The undead gets 1 attack every time you summon him. And that also works for your hero power. And then the Horn of Winter, don't confuse it with the coin. It will not give you +2. So if you have a total of 5 mana, don't use it thinking you're going to get 7. It only refreshes what you have. So if you've used the mana, then you can go ahead and use your horn. It's actually very handy. Sometimes say you're exactly at 7 mana and you have this, you could go ahead and cast this and then use your horn and then do another 1 or 2. Typically, do the damage. You will discover some spells. I usually go with the damage ones, and for the most part, you just kind of want to keep maintaining the damage on them while freezing their minions. And in the early game, you got to kill their minions, or else you're going to take some damage. But really, that's not a super big problem. If you get your school teacher out, you could discover a blood spell that either gives you more life or some life leech, the one that spreads the infection on all of them. So the school teacher, like I said, it's really a whole curveball in it all, because you don't really know what you're going to get. So, but that's kind of the fun of it. That way it's not repetitive, playing the same cards every time. But good luck, guys. And I will put up some gameplay on a separate video. Try not to lengthen this one too much. But there's the build for you. Any questions, go ahead, put them in the comments. And let me know how it's going. Enjoy the festival, guys.